and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Here's Richie James on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Mostert.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
At the 38-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Carson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 31. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Third down.
On third down, Wilson. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now James returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
At the 32-yard line.
But we bring company. Why? When you go do anything, we run it through the household. Sofa. Lunch, meat.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
I regret it. Obviously, you got your love. You don't want to go back again. He never wanted to go back again. That was just so. Yeah, we was youngsters. Yeah, Hunter's Point, man. Born and raised. Real talk, man. On North Ridge, man. Free lunch on Harbor Road.
On second down, Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Mostert, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, 49ers nothing.
City was, you know what I'm saying? It was like any moment, get it. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. Like,
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
similar, but you know what I'm saying? They had to try it on.
Garoppolo now. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Double Bobby, Bret Hart, Shelly Obama.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
As I got older, a lot of people told me, you know what I'm saying, what I did wrong and shit, you know what I'm saying?
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Oh, you were there? They had to be there. I was a bully that you were not there. I didn't know I was doing that. You know what I'm saying?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking long for his tight end read. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 4. And this.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0.
What about the first minutes? He was so nice.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
You outside? Really? Go over there to Bipolar. The Bipolar's on live, man. Go over there outside and fuck with him. Tell him
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Buying time to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I see you now, Syke.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
You made it to the crib yet?
Forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. First half
So,
in the books.
was a good UFC fight? Was the fight worth it?
On EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth. Ready
I know the
for
boxing
quarter
joint
number
on that
3.
dude Joshua got his ass way up a
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
I'm not really into that UFC
just
shit like
working
that,
with
but
them
I
on,
usually...
here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice
I
first
thought
half that
I
we've had,
did.
guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Dude, still keep getting in trouble. What's up with
take a time out here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than
that's a big
running game, helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last
but I
drive,
think that dude's overrated too.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this, we know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes this about
What's the next big fight, though?
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on first down.
Look, and that's supposed to be what, next month?
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Like
the rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still
try to fight like
showing
twice a
it
year,
there, picking
right?
up the first down.
Like he was fighting.
They run it with Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I'm calling. What are you talking about, like horse?
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Yeah. I'm hoping for the
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That was for 14 yards and another first.
7-yard line.
That's on the bottom left.
I don't care about that. I just can't sit up here trying to pick it with you and try to play at the same
We'll
time.
return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah.
Then what?
What's on me?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
What are they doing, man?
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Here's Wilson.
Where's these niggas at,
The 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
49ers 7.
I think it's sharing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Yeah, I was getting on John.
At their own 22-yard line.
You heard that dude that was talking shit to John, the other dude?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
About 30 minutes ago, I had 2 burgers and then a roundabout like 3 p.m., I'm gonna make the meatloaf. Yeah, it's a stove.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got room. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
49ers 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wichita Falls.
Oh, I gotta look that up. I think it's somewhere close to me.
So you just go to GameStop and 7-Eleven and straight to the house.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that whole conversation with the offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
I'm going to renew my apartment lease for another year.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent pick up to 34 yards.
This is just gonna whiff, nigga. We're not sending him over there for the fucking whiff, nigga. That's gonna be a fucking pick. He runs over there and did not put his hands up.
Life insurance policy. I got 3 of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, so you know, like if somebody dies, they got
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
I got all that.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
My grandpa, my dad, and my grandma. So I got 3 left.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
My grandpa, he worked for Chevron.
And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
How much was it? And he was like,
What do you mean?
Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
I'd be able to start the Andre Johnson.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Full bathroom, washer and dryer included.
There's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That'll never happen.
Gas money always ain't make no sense right now. See,
now Garoppolo. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
That's how it worked, though, with gas money.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You ain't got to have no history of anything. As long as that cash money.
You gotta have a credit, you gotta have a line of credit, and you can't just walk in somewhere without a line of
Coming
credit.
to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one meal and then handshakes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Why you bluffing? You got the printout there.
No, I got it on paper. I love that. I got it on paper, but I'm saying they thinking people look at.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, so.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35.
It may be different up there with all the laws.
Nah, it's everywhere. Cash money has to do with it. And let's got a little bit more than you got to outbid.